We're back talking about how getting a divorce is even harder when it's in the public eye. Supermodel Angie Everhart married actor Ashley Hamilton in a Beverly Hills-style wedding. 400 people attended, including her famous in-laws George Hamilton and Alana Stewart. Take a look.
Ashley had a bad boy reputation, and I didn't want to meet him at first, but when I laid eyes on him, hello, Ashley. Ashley Hamilton is, to me, the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. I was head over heels the second that I saw him, and then we decided to get married. My wedding was a fairy tale. I had 600 people, a Valentino dress with a huge train. It was the most beautiful day of my whole life. Things were really good at first, but things changed really fast. Things happened in the marriage that were not acceptable for both of us, and I filed for divorce. I don't have the shortest marriage in Hollywood anymore. I did for a while, and it's really embarrassing, but I think it was a little less than 6 months. Angie! I was just having heartache. I was just in pain, so I was suffering, and I felt like I'd failed. I think my divorce in the press was laughed at because it was so short. Normal people, when they're going through a divorce, they have it and it's between them and their family and friends. But me, when I was walking down the street, it was worldwide. It was known by whoever read about it or saw it on television. When you're going through a heartache and then you walk into a restaurant and then you walk by, oh, she just got divorced. It's so hard when you're being watched every step that you take and everything that you do, and marriage is hard enough, let alone being under a microscope.
Let alone being under a microscope. Tough.
Definitely.
Right? What was the worst part? Was it the end of the marriage, the personal part, or the fact that it plays out in public?
Well, you know, when you're going through any kind of, not the marriage, but the breakup, when you're going through a breakup, your heart is already laid out on the table and you're suffering, and it just multiplies it by, you know,
by exponentially.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like what Shar was saying, she couldn't turn on the TV, and mine wasn't like that, thank God.
You can't stay at a distance from a public perception of you. Is that right? You care deeply.
Well, I mean, it's my job. You know, I have a personal life and I have a professional life.
But they bleed together, it seems like, in the sense that you can be hurt by public portrayals of your personal life.
It's a choice that actors and actresses and models and whatever, you know, musician, it's a choice that I made to be in the public eye. So a little bit, I have to suck it up a little bit and
but you're human.
And accept it. You know, but you have to accept it, but it doesn't take away the pain when you're hurting.
So 6-month marriage.
Yeah.
What ended it, do you think?
Well, I know exactly what ended it, but that's not really something that I want to share with the whole world.
So without revealing that private information, how do you understand it now, looking back?
I think out of every bad situation, there's something good. You learn from bad situations. I wish you could learn more from happy situations, but
right, exactly. It doesn't work that way.
Right. Yeah. Out of every bad situation, with my divorce, I learned a tremendous amount of what I want in a relationship and out of a relationship. I think it's too easy to get married and too easy to get divorced.
Okay, too easy to get married, too easy to get divorced, meaning that what? You would have fought for it more?
Yes, I think for me, I don't live with regret because I don't look back and I can't change my past. My past is my past. But there's probably 1 or 2 things in my life that I do regret, and one was getting a divorce so fast. I come from an incredible marriage, my mother and father, and I saw my parents fight once, and I'm not kidding. I really grew up with a relationship that was, in essence, almost perfect.
Okay.
So I have a high...
Almost, whenever someone says that a relationship is almost perfect, I opened the show actually with that. I actually introduced the show by saying, that always calls me out as a psychiatrist, but that's my pathology, because I want to dig for the trouble. But you certainly didn't know them to have any trouble.
My parents never showed me the trouble.
They showed a united front.
They did.
So important.
They did. They never fought in front of us kids. I'm sure they did. Of course they had, I'm sure they're normal people.
Right.
But they never fought in front of us.
We'll be right back.
If you would like to attend a free taping of the Dr. Keith Abloh Show in New York, please call 212-664-3056. Are you newly married but already considering divorce? Call 1-888-DR-KEITH or go to drkeithtv.com.